Hatsume's Inadvertent Seduction of a Human 3D Printer. Written by JajaLala. Read by Yours, Prinks. Chapter 4. Sato is always down to bake a cake. Summary. A recipe was basically a blueprint, right? How hard could it be to bake a chocolate cake? A recipe was basically a blueprint, right? She stared at the recipe on her phone. There was a long story at the beginning that she completely skipped over to get to the materials section, or ingredients section, as it was listed. Luckily, the dorms were well stocked, so she had what she needed. A few people passed by and raised their eyebrows. One of her classmates couldn't help but question, what are you doing in the kitchen? Making a cake, she declared while waving her handheld drill. The student glanced at the drill, and then back at the bowl. Good luck. May didn't need luck. She had smarts. By attaching a spoon to her drill, she instantly made an electric mixer. She shoved the contraption into the bowl of ingredients and turned it on. May was making a small chocolate cake. Scraping the spilled ingredients off the wall seemed, even to May, a little unsanitary. So, she would just bake what she had left in the bowl. She glanced at the clock. Power Loader generally closed the workshop at 7 p.m. But if Hatsume could sneak in there before that, he would usually let her stay there longer. So long as she promised to lock the door behind her. It was 6:30 p.m. now. The cake was supposed to be baked for 30 minutes, but if she did the full time, she wouldn't be able to run to the workshop in time. If she turned up the heat on the oven, she could probably get it done faster. It was originally supposed to be done at 350 degrees, so if she doubled it... Unfortunately, the oven only went up to 500 degrees. But with a little math, May determined that she could get away with 21 minutes if she set it to that temperature. So she put the cake batter into the oven, went upstairs to wait. Her classmates shuffled out of their dorm, chased by the blare of the fire alarm. Luckily, the fire was put out quickly, but they were stuck outside while the dorm was checked. The classmate who had passed by her earlier cited her. This was because of your cake, wasn't it? Yes, it was, May declared. Some of the other classmates groaned. Why couldn't we have had Sato in our dorms instead? Sato? May questioned. He's a dude in 1A with master baking skills. I had his cake once, and it was the best I've ever tasted. The invisible girl, Hagakure, opened the door to the 1A dorm. Hatsume, are you here to visit Momo or something? Nope, May told her. Actually, don't tell Yayorozu I'm here. Is Sato here? Probably. Want me to go get him? Yes, please. May went inside while Toru went to fetch Sato. The dorm was lovely, and she could see that their kitchen had not been recently set on fire like the 1H dorm's kitchen. There were a few people on the couches playing a video game that glanced her over as she entered, including Midoriya. Hey Hatsume, what brings you here? Hi Midoriya, still breaking your bones? He sputtered. No, not recently. Thank you for the gloves, they help. Any feedback? Do they fit right? About how much force have you used with them? Hagakure's voice echoed. I brought him! May remembered why she was here. She turned to see a stocky dude behind the floating outfit. Hi! You must be Sato!
Yes?
He shrugged.
Do you need me for something?
I'm Mei Hatsume, and I need you to teach me how to make a chocolate cake! He stared at her.
Why?
My classmate said you're a master baker, and I just set my dorm on fire trying to make cake by myself, so I decided an expert consultant is essential. His eyes widened.
Okay, just promise not to set this kitchen on fire? I'm pretty fond of it.
May beamed. Yes! Thank you! Blasty Dude passed through the kitchen while Sato was showing May how to hand-mix the mixture, with a spoon instead of a drill. He did a double take and stared at May.
What's this bubblegum steampunk nerd doing in her kitchen? Making chocolate cake, Sato told him. Well, she better not mess with the tofu I have marinating in the fridge. Don't worry, I'm keeping a close eye on her, Sato assured him. Then why is she set in the oven at 500 degrees? She's not. Sato turned to her. Hatsume, no! The recipe says 350 degrees.
But the efficiency! The cake looked perfect, rich and moist as it cooled on the counter. Hatsume patted Sato on the back. You're my second favorite person in 1A. Sato laughed.
Who's the first?
Hatsume? Yaoyorozu's voice made Mei spin on her heels to face her. Yaoyorozu! My favorite person in 1A! You came just in time! Yaoyorozu had her hair down, a rare treat that Mei mentally tried to memorize. It made her seem a little softer than usual, a little more vulnerable. Mei also noted she was wearing the jacket she gave her, even though she wasn't in the workshop. The knowledge that Yaoyorozu was wearing her old jacket casually while hanging out around the dorms made Mei's heart swell in a way she didn't fully understand. Yaoyorozu tilted her head in confusion. What are you doing here? Did you... She bit her lip. Are you here to see me? No, Mei exclaimed. I came here to see Sato. That made Yaoyorozu's brow furrow, and she squinted at Mei with a small frown. Sato? Yep. Yaoyorozu's gaze shifted to Sato, who had his hands raised, and the gaze shifted into something that almost resembled a glare. Oh. Mei smiled, still admiring how cute Yaoyorozu looked with her hair down. Yaoyorozu coughed, looking away from both of them. Well, that's fine. You're free to talk to other people. Just because you're in my dorm, you don't have to say hi to me. Even if it'd be easy and convenient to do so. Sato shifted on his feet.
We were just, focused on baking.
Baking? Mei grinned, grabbing the plate that contained the cooling cake and presenting it to Yaoyorozu. Surprise! Yaoyorozu blinked, face going almost blank. Surprise? I made it for you! Mei told her. Chocolate cake, your favorite. Sato and Hakakuri both gasped, while Yaoyorozu stared, still not comprehending. You made me a cake? Yup! Yaoyorozu opened her mouth, then closed it, then opened it again. It's not my birthday? I just wanted to do something for you, Mei explained. You're such a lovely human being. You deserve to be surprised with your favorite food every now and again. Yaoyorozu's face was growing red, but she accepted the plate, holding it while staring at Mei. You just made me a cake. Just because? Yep. Yaoyorozu was blushing, but not smiling. Mei frowned. Had she misunderstood? Was this not an acceptable thing to do for a friend? Do you not like it? I do like it. Yaoyorozu spoke loudly, then adjusted her volume. I like it a lot. Thank you. I'm just recovering from the surprise. Perfect. Mei grinned. I'll make you a chocolate cake every single day. Yaoyorozu put the cake back down on the counter. Please don't. Huh? So you don't like it? I do like it, Yaoyorozu insisted, hands coming up to cover her face. I'll get spoiled if you do that. Mei wasn't good at reading faces, but she liked looking at Yaoyorozu's. So she grabbed her hands and pulled them so their hands were clasped together. You deserve it, Yaoyorozu. Let me spoil you. Yaoyorozu's face was still red, mouth wobbling like she didn't know what kind of expression to make. Apparently a few students were interested in the commotion in the kitchen, because the electricity guy, Kami something, let out a whistle at the scene. Mei wasn't sure why he did so, but it triggered Yaoyorozu to turn away and pull her hands out of Mei's. Regardless, Yaoyorozu said, it's not healthy to eat chocolate cake every day. I appreciate this much already. I suppose suppose you have a point,
May admitted. So, she could surprise Yaoyorozu with chocolate cake, but only occasionally, not every day. May could work with that. Happy to have done what she intended, May took some steps out of the kitchen.
Well, I'm glad to hear you've accepted it. Bye!
Yaoyorozu looked at her. You're leaving already?
Yup! Have a good night. Enjoy the cake.
May skipped out of the dorm, hearing a sudden burst of conversation in the kitchen as she closed the front door behind her. What a treat! She knew how to make a chocolate cake now, so she could surprise Yaoyorozu whenever she wanted. Plus, as a bonus, she got to see Yaoyorozu with her hair down, wearing her jacket. She got that strange feeling again, like she was special to Yaoyorozu. She thought it was thankfulness, but hadn't she just paid Yaoyorozu back for all her help and kindness? Why was she still feeling so funny? May shrugged it off as she got ready for bed. Power Loader always said one needed to sleep to function in top-notch condition, so May was going to get lots of sleep tonight. Then she wouldn't have to sleep for the rest of the week. Thank you so much for listening to this chapter of Hatsume's Inadvertent Seduction of a Human 3D Printer. The next few chapters will be going up soon. I'll see you when I do. Toodaloo!